The son of alumnus Arthur H. Kirk, class of 1940, our next honoree graduated from La Sierra College and Loma Linda. Following his internship at Deaconess Hospital in Spokane, Washington, he served as a medical missionary in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Returning to the States, he fulfilled his military obligation as a general medical officer in the Indian Health Service in Sitka, Alaska. During a radiology residency in Loma Linda, our honoree began a study tapes ministry at the request of friends stationed around the world. In time, up to 30 volunteers helped to record and distribute materials by Elder Graham Maxwell, Dr. Richard Neese, and Dr. Jack Provansha. Class of 1953A. The ministry became known as the Pine Knoll Publications, and at its peak was distributing over 1,000 tapes a month. Upon completion of his residency in 1975, our honoree accepted a position in the nuclear radiology section at Loma Linda. 3 years later, he became Director of Nuclear Radiology, a position he holds to this day. He has served as chair of the Radiation Safety Committee and as a member of various other committees in radiology for 40 years. He has been principal investigator or co-investigator on nearly 50 research projects and has presented on nuclear medicine on numerous occasions. With his wife Sherry, our honoree lives in Redlands. He is a cancer survivor and continues to work at Loma Linda with his son, Dr. Shannon Kirk, class of 1994. Let's give a warm welcome to our honoree from the 50th anniversary class of 1967, Dr. Gerald A. Kirk.
Well, until somebody called up my wife and said that this was going to happen, I would never have guessed this would have happened. Mentioned the Pine Knoll project that we have, and although I've probably recorded the majority of the programs and presentations, my wife is the one that edited them and continues to edit them, duplicate them, and send them out. So she's the background. Not so background, but she's definitely a significant part of that project. I want to thank whoever was responsible for choosing me. I have 3 points that you may not think interesting, but I do. And they're not in chronological order. In 1956, I had my first job as an employee. Before that, I was self-employed, riding my bicycle around washing home windows. Southern California Conference hired me to participate in monitoring parking for Linwood camp meeting. But since I started work a few days before the camp meeting started, they had to do something with me, so they sent me into the cafeteria, and I was washing pots and pans. And lo and behold, the other person, half of this team, was this redheaded kid named Bill Smith. And that was the first time that I recall meeting him, and we were roommates and everything ever since then. The third point is that when Sherry and I came down from Sitka to Loma Linda for our residency, we outwardly spoke to God and says, we don't have talent like these musicians have. We're not great speakers, so there must be something down there that we can do to contribute to your work. And he answered our prayers by giving us the Pine Knoll publications that we mentioned there. It was something that our personalities fit with. Definite answer to prayer. The third point is in our marriage at College Place in 1965, among the attendants were James Couperas, myself, and Bill Smith. So it was quite representative of what was here tonight. Not only that, of the people involved in the, the wedding party, they were either already or would become physicians, 9 of them, 9 people in that. If you count their children, it's now 16. If you count their spouses, it's 19. So there was a significant Loma Linda University presence at our wedding that feel sort of that. Anyways, thank you very much. I appreciate the honor.